Can we tell you a secret? We found the solution to childhood obesity. Culture. Think about it. Sesame Street shifted the culture around literacy. Captain Planet shifted the culture around the environment. And Dora the Explorer shifted the culture around language learning and diversity. And now it's our turn to shift the culture around healthy eating. My name is Radha.
And I'm Mickey, and we are changing the way kids see healthy food through storytelling, superheroes, and interactive media.
No, you're not seeing double. Radha and Mickey Agarwal are identical twins, and looks aren't the only thing that's identical about them. Both are Cornell grads who ditched careers in finance to start businesses that focus on healthy living.
You know, we're products of immigrants. You know, our father came from India with $5 in his pocket. Our mother came from Japan also with big dreams. And they sacrificed so much to put us through great schools, you know, through Cornell University.
At a very young age.
And really instilled in us this sort of, this interest in global issues.
Finally, getting your kids to eat right. Childhood obesity has been called an epidemic in America, but the SuperSproutz are approaching the problem in a totally different and fun way for most.
So SuperSprowtz actually came from a menu that I designed for my restaurant, Wild in the West Village. I've actually brought the menu to show you guys. Essentially, I just saw kids coming in and out of the restaurant over and over again ordering just cheese pizza. And I thought to myself, why aren't they ordering vegetables on their pizzas? And so I created this menu as sort of an experiment to see if we create these super-powered characters, would they go to the counter and order more vegetables for their pizzas? And they did. Children's eating habits are developed before the age of 6. Studies have shown that. Yeah. And so if we can actually inspire families and kids to develop their palate in a way that's going to pay dividends for the rest of their lives, then we've done our job. Then we high five each other, you know? So each one of our characters actually ends up having this incredible effect on different children. So, you know, your child might be into Brian Broccoli and be into his superpowers of being super strong.
Broccoli is great for your bones, and this is Colby Carrot with Super Sight.
Hello.
Hello, here, because carrots are great for your eyes.
Yeah.
So yes.
So in addition to the characters, though, you have storylines that are designed to appeal to kids as well.
Yes,
right?
we have actually 3 books that we've written, that I've written, and one for little babies. And actually, I'll give them to you if you have kids or whatnot, just for you today.
I'll hold them for the eventual grandchildren.
Okay, that's great.
You'll love Brian Broccoli.
Shifting the conversation from eat this because it's good for you to let's take taste away from this conversation and actually let's bring story into it. I promise you, it's an absolutely different conversation. The whole idea of all of what we're doing is like, how do we sort of how do we make carrots and vegetables cool? Well, that made carrots and vegetables cool, right? All of a sudden, it's like people are shifting the way they're seeing vegetables, right? And that's what we're doing here with pizza, with Wild, right? Like, we're turning pizza into a healthy comfort food.
What you guys have realized is that kids respond to certain kinds of characters, certain kinds of storylines and creativity. That'll really get their attention.
But I think ultimately we take away the anxiety from parents to make this conversation fun. I think there's so many parents who are so anxious all the time about how do I get my kids to eat vegetables. It's a very scary conversation. You don't really realize this is happening, but how many emails I get every single day from friends and family who want to be a part of this and who want to support, and celebrities who send me emails and saying, you know, how can I jump in and help you guys spread your message? And so I think for me, it's really shaped the company and made me realize just how big and just how scalable this movement can be.
You SuperSprowtz, you are so cool.
So, all right, so we're here with my good friend Shaquille O'Neal here. He actually just beat Colby Carrot in a world record for the most number of baby carrots held in one hand. How many did you get, Shaq?
100.
You got 100 baby carrots on one hand.
The White House called us, and Michelle Obama called us, and she said, we want to meet you guys. We want actually you guys to come in and introduce the SuperSprowtz at our Easter egg rolls. Super excited, super anxious and pumped to go to the White House and finally meet Michelle Obama. I actually can't believe it. So we're gonna sing a little different today at the Radha stage because Michelle Obama, the First Lady, is all about moving and shaking. So we're gonna not sit here like sort of sedentary. We're gonna stand up and we're gonna move around. Is it fun? Of course it's fun. It's fun to sort of, you know, go on this journey and pave the way for a healthier option for people to come and enjoy. And I think, you know, anything in business, right? You have to look at it, you know, you can either be really stressed out, which we are oftentimes, or you can just sit back and say, you know what, I created this path for myself. We're able to sort of give these experiences to others. We're making the world a better place at the same time. We're social entrepreneurs, right? So
everything we do, we wanted to have some social implication. A social entrepreneur looks at a world problem, a social problem that exists in the world, and wants to solve it, wants to come up with a solution for it, but using sort of the learnings, the teachings of your classic business. So really a social entrepreneur really understands sort of that need for a double bottom line. Do good and do well. And I think we've picked businesses that are not easy, right? Like we're not building an app for a phone. We're trying to get kids to eat vegetables.
Let's all put on
Let's
our
sprout out.
SuperSprowtz.
So on the count of 3,
All right.
we're going to sprout out.
What do we do?
We say sprout out.
Okay,
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Sprout out.